whoever may be watching this.
Which song was that? Which number song is that?
Which number song?
Yeah.
Of what I've done? That
Yeah.
is number 5. There's the second one I did called Volatile, and then there's Breathe My Air, which is finished. I'm gonna put that out there soon. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, it's really good.
I need a name! After anagram maker. Hydro seal.
No, not so good.
What's that mean?
That was just with Chloe Drew-Batty, was it?
Yeah.
If you put Pearll in, you might get some different... It sounds more like a band name, though, than an artist, doesn't it? Oh, well. I'm sure you'll come up with something good, Chloe. Right, can I listen then?
So you're still recording me?
Yeah, but I'm going to stop now.
Wait, let me do... Peace out.
Well, let's stay with music and a teenager who one day might be on the stage at Latitude. She's called Pearll, she's from Bungay in Suffolk, and she spent lockdown recording an album in her bedroom. She played everything, drums, guitar, keyboards. The album's called Volatile, and it's raising money for the Teenage Cancer Trust.
The album I wrote, Volatile, was released in May 2021. I needed a band because the way I'd recorded them meant that I needed a full band to kind of replicate what I'd recorded.
It was June 12th of 2021 when I received a message from Chloe asking if I wanted to join the band.
When I first messaged Lydia, I remember it. That afternoon I got a reply, and I remember being so excited because throughout my time at high school I had always wanted to be in a band with Lydia.
I was actually told about Pearll by someone, and initially I was too nervous to go for it, but I gave Chloe a message. She was really sweet, so I decided to go for it, and I'm so glad I did.
We talked and we got to know each other more, and we had our first ever band practice.
Oh, the first practice, we went from being the most awkward strangers.
This is the band, everyone. Hello.
Started off a little bit awkward.
Just post this on Instagram.
After a few weeks of practicing and a few weeks of discussion, we thought we're ready for our first show, and that's when we did our first gig. And I can speak for all of us when I say we did well.
Starting to perform what I'd written was a massive deal for me because it was something that I'd always wanted to do but always was too nervous to do.
And it's helped me with my confidence so much, and being in a band is just something I've always dreamed of.
After a few weeks of scouting and looking for a bass player, we found Christian to play for us on keys, and we had a fully formed band. And that's when things really started to skyrocket. Countless shows.
So you're all aware, we are expecting a full mosh pit.
We had all made the songs our own, and it fit perfectly.
So one moment I loved was our first sort of solo gig at Fisher Theatre. I think some of us were kind of nervous that we were like, oh, is many people going to turn up? But for it to then be sort of sold out, I believe, it made it even more special for us. There was this moment where Chloe interacted with the crowd and they all got their phone torches out, and it was just, from our point of view, I think it just felt like something out of a dream. It was just so surreal.
It was literally our show, and people had paid to come and watch us play these songs that we rehearsed every week. We are a very homegrown band, just by the nature of where we started and how we started.
It's definitely a night that I'll remember forever. I'll remember them all.
When we did the video for Everything's Electric Blue, that was the one of the highlights of everything we've done together. Start of 2020, I was so sure that I was going to make this video and it was going to be a recap of a great year. And 2020 turned out to be one of the worst years of my life, and I'm sure a lot of other people's lives. In 2021, I started collecting videos right from January. I wasn't in the shop, so I was stood in the corner and I was watching them play, getting a bit teared up. And that video got a lot of views. Yeah, I'm just so glad that I was able to do that.
Aside from the actual music aspect, I love how I can talk to the guys about literally anything and they'll always listen. Playing with these guys is like having a home away from home. You know, it's something that we can and will always come back to. It's part of us now.
It was like we had been close friends for years, and we made a lot of memories with each other.
I was very awkward. I was so scared that that would be how it would be for the whole time we played together. I thought, I'm gonna just be this awkward, shy person and I'm never gonna be able to properly kind of connect with these people because I'm gonna be too shy.
We went from being the most awkward strangers to being our own little family in a way.
Being in Pearll has been a real eye-opener for me. I've met some incredible people along the way.
We are so close now, it's unreal. I can't believe I was once not friends with them. Even people who've just come into my life because of the band.
It's been so long since you last cried. Can't do it and you just don't know why. So tongue-tied, I'm not surprised. You're long for a way just to feel alive. Promise me you'll keep your head above the water. 'Cause I'm not going anywhere. Just hold on. 'Cause I'm not going anywhere. Just hold on. 'Cause I'm not going anywhere. Just hold on. 'Cause I'm not going anywhere.
I think the best memory I have with Pearll would have to be BBC introducing when we played in Ipswich. It was an intimate venue, we had a great crowd and we played with some brilliant performers. We did an interview with BBC Radio Suffolk and I couldn't be more grateful to have the band and everyone supporting the band in my life.
At the start of this year, I made a video in my bedroom so that by the end of the year I could compare and look back and we could see kind of how much had changed. I have a good feeling about this year and I feel like we are gonna do some good stuff this year. I'm now studying in Brighton. This is Brighton. I didn't expect that I would be here now, but things changed as they always do and I decided to come this year.
Although we're all doing our own thing apart from one another right now, I love how we can just get back on stage. As soon as we get back on stage, we just become one so effortlessly.
What is now the biggest thing in my life started off as just an idea.
I found out things about my music ability that I didn't know I had in me.
I've never been more proud of anything in my life than I am of this band.